talking about the Titans here. The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It is gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Chaos Chris, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show. As you guys know, not a great game today. Not a great weekend as a whole for the Phillies. Getting swept, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, some might say, with these Pittsburgh Pirates. We'll get more into that here in a second, but I want to start off the show with a quick announcement. As you guys can see, it's just just KJ, Fratty, myself, about Chaos Chris and Shardy. Unfortunately, they are very busy and they're not able to do the show anymore. It sucks. It pains all of us. I know we're all really sad about it. They know the Phillies better than any of us three for sure. They brought amazing energy. They brought amazing insights, amazing information to the show. So first off, I want to thank them for everything that they did, because this show wouldn't be nearly half of how great it is without both of their contribution. Secondly, I just want to say we're going to miss them. It's going to suck doing this without them. They both brought a lot to the show. I know we joke about Ballpark Tommy, KJ, and I being kind of the expert of the Phillies, but unfortunately, like I said, just life happens. Sometimes people get busy. They just have a lot going on right now in their lives, and they aren't able to contribute in the same way that they were before. And they wanted to let us know that. They're like, hey, we just can't put out the best product. And that's what we're all really focused on here at 302 Birds, is putting out the best product we can. So I want to thank them for putting out amazing product the past year and a half. Shardy leading the charge. I want to thank Chris also for joining in, helping out. And it's been a great ride. It sucks. Like I said, I mean, it really pains me. Try not to get emotional about it because these guys did a lot and we really enjoyed their company. But life just happens. And that's unfortunately the way it goes. So thank you guys again. Just wanted to address that so everybody knows why moving forward. If they aren't in the show, that's why, but just busy with life. They got a lot going on. So for now, KJ and I are going to kind of be manning things. Our eventual goal is to find somebody that knows the Phillies a little bit better than us, just because we want you guys to have the best coverage and the best product. But in the meantime, KJ and I are going to cover it. And of course, Fratty, the king of South Philly, is going to be helping us out in the meantime. So I have no doubt that we're still going to put out a great product for you guys. We're still going to be there for you guys every day to cover the Phillies, rain or shine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, today, in the past 10, though, it's been only rain. I mean, it is a dark, dark time for the Phillies. They just can't seem to catch a break.
Very dark.
Do you want to turn off your lights too, Frat? Here, ready? So the only thing I think that can really help this team, because there was a stretch where they were pretty good, right?
Yeah.
There was a stretch where and shout out to the Kelsey candle. I think I lit this last year for the Eagles at some point, and it did work. But dear Lord, wait, let's start this out right. Name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, please pray for the Philadelphia Phillies to get their stuff together and to please put out a better product on the field for us. Please help people like Brandon Marsh and like Rob Thompson and like other players, even though Marsh had a pretty good hit today. But please help them to get well and get this team better. Please help our Lord and Savior, Bryce Harper, to heal. And please ultimately help this Phillies team get their stuff together and get on a good track again. They're right there. I mean, people forget. It wasn't 2 weeks ago when I guess it was on Memorial Day. Amen. Name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Sorry, had to end that right. There you go. Thank you, KJ. But we can't ring it unless they win, so maybe that's not good.
No. It's okay. It was the bell had a different kind of role right there, I guess you could say. It had a different role and a different kind of ring. That wasn't like a ring that was like, oh my God, we got to win. Oh my gosh, that's a celebratory ring right there. No, it was more like a ding where you can see the bell right now. It's just stuck. And that's what this team is right now. They're stuck. Just like that bell right now, we are stuck. And yeah, it's very depressing. It's very dark, but we do have to put some light on the subject, obviously. And yeah, there were getting swept by the Pirates is just pathetic. It really is pathetic. And I feel bad for the people that traveled like freaking 4 or 5 hours to go see this team not only lose most of the series, but to get swept by the Pirates. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of people to blame with this. And I think you got to really, blame really the head honcho. You got to blame Thompson at this moment. And I know that we were talking about a couple weeks ago how great Thompson's been. But in baseball, though, there's times where you have winning streaks. I mean, we had 9 wins in a row at one point of the season, and we felt like we were on top of the world. A couple days ago, we were in first place in all of baseball. But now, I think we are second right now in the NL East. Thank you, Philly dog. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Hell yeah, you're a great dog. You deserve a treat for that one. Got my dog back here too, Moose. But he's sleeping right now because this Phillies team is sleeping. So he is pissed as well. But yeah, I think in baseball, it's always tough. You get those streaks and you feel like you're on top of the world. And we felt like we were on top of the world. We were on top of baseball. But now you just see this team, they're down, what is it now? 4 games. We're 37 and how many losses right now, Frat?
20, I think, 8.
28, yeah, around that. So the Mets right now have 41 wins. They're right now, like I think they beat the Rockies or whatever, so that kind of helps them out right now. They're kind of having that schedule of tomato cans that we had when we had our big winning streak. So that's the main thing right now with this team. Tomorrow is a big test for them to play a great Cubs team. This Cubs team is a 40-win team right now. They're one of the top teams in the league right now. They are going crazy right now. They beat the Detroit Tigers today. I saw a little yesterday I saw the highlights and everything like that, and they were hitting homers left and right. I mean, just everybody on the team, especially the guy from Japan, Yoshida. Not Yoshida. I'm trying to think. The guy from Japan, though, he was going crazy for them. So, yeah, tomorrow's a big deal for Zach Wheeler. So he's got to get that game tomorrow. He'll be on the mound, and it's a big test for this team. And especially without Harper, it's a big test for this team as well. As you can see, there's a missing void with this team, and maybe it's the energy as well. This team just seems like they are just right now stuck, just like the bell, stuck. And this bell will not be turned until this team, mark my word, until this team gets back to their form. Once they win a game, I will fix that bell, but it's going to stay like that.
Fratty, what do you think about it all?
Oh, man, it's just been awful lately. I mean, ever since we had that big inning in that first game of the road trip against the Toronto Blue Jays, we have fallen flat. We've only scored one single run in 4 different games. 4 different games. We only scored one single run. There was only one other game after that big barrage that we scored more than one run, and that was Friday night. We had a day off, but we only scored one single run. It was 4 different. I'm right. It was 4 different times because we lost like 9-1. It was 9-1. Was it? No, Thursday, and then it was 2-1, and then 2-1. I think the score was 2-1 3 different times this road trip.
Yeah,
which is unheard of. Which is an unheard of stat from the Philadelphia Phillies to keep losing by identical scores like that. Mm-hmm. And who do I really blame in all this? I blame the Phillies offense. Do not blame Rob Thompson, and I do not blame the GM. I hate to say it, the Phillies offense right now is the biggest blame. I mean, they have the talent, and right now, how could I blame the GM on this road trip when the offense just fell flat on its face? And the pitching has been great. So, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Dalt? Oh, wait. Actually, no. Dalt is not here. But we will get into the next topic. I thought he was here, but he's not. I think he's dealing with something with his dog. But yes, tooth for tooth, as we were just saying before. I mean, I was at one of the games where it was actually Paul Skenes. So it was Paul Skenes who's pitching. It's actually the video that I recorded of the Philly captain saying no one vacations in Pittsburgh. It sucks because a lot of people I know actually went to Pittsburgh to watch this series, and they're coming back as well. Right now, they probably have a piece of broom in their mouth right now because they just got swept. So it sucks. I mean, they got a long drive back home. I mean, that is just any of you guys out there that are doing the trek and you guys are driving back from Pittsburgh, that's got to be a really sad car. I mean, you got to have that song, because you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. That's what that music needs to be on the playlist, the sad playlist. Maybe Fratty and the Godfather music, the sad one with the violin. Maybe that happens. Something where you just feel like you get the waterfalls are flowing and everything like that because you want this team to be great. I know Fratty wants this team to be great. Take it away, Frat.
Yeah, I do want this team to be great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Pittsburgh returned the favor in this whole series. They were just fortunate that the Phillies offense fell flat on its face. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kudos to Paul Skenes out there. I mean, Paul Skenes is a great pitcher. As much as I dislike this man, and I don't mean to say I dislike Olivia Dunn because she seems like she answered on KJ's TikTok and don't get me wrong. I mean, I'll say this: Paul Skenes is going to find a great home somewhere else, and it's not going to be the Pirates because the Pirates aren't going to be relevant anytime soon.
Yeah. He'll be a Yankee.
And he'll find a home either, like you said, Yankees,
Dodgers.
I would hope Dodgers, maybe Philadelphia. I mean,
That would be
on.
great.
Maybe the Phillies, but we have so many guys locked in. To be honest, if that were the case, we would get rid of Aaronola, maybe. That would be great.
The contract we have with them. I mean,
that'd be tough.
Unfortunately, we're locked with that guy.
But 2 for 2, I'll say this to close out this topic. Pirates, we will see you in 2026.
Yeah.
The year we're supposed to host the All-Star game, and I'm hoping that they put that Pittsburgh series at home right before, about couple weeks before we host the All-Star game. So we'll see.
Freddie, you know what else I could say about this? The Pirates, they swabbed the poop deck because the series is always known as the poop series. Arr, me hearties, shiver me boots.
What the hell was that? I think I might be scarred for life.
Pirate McCoy.
Like the Godfather out here. Look who's joining the show.
Hey.
So if you hear like a snoring or snarlax in the background, that's not me, or my ass. That's not
or
me.
Ballpark
farting.
Tommy either.
That's the dog. So I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can already hear it a little bit. But I'll say this. I really liked Kyle Schwarber looked pissed when he was walking on. I don't know if you guys saw it. He looked pissed both times. He's like the first time he was like, damn it. Like, you know what? I came prepared. I felt like Kyle Schwarber was the only one that kind of like, and he didn't play that way, of course, but he looked like, at least in his mind, frustrated when he wasn't hitting the bat. Like he prepared for a test that he wasn't getting the questions that he thought were going to be on it, is a way that I would describe it. So he's sitting there and he gets pissed the first time at bat, and you see the look in his eye. The second time around, I have it starred though. he just really looked like, are you kidding me, man? Like, come on, Skenes. And I just think Paul Skenes, you saw the stats throughout the game. We've all seen the way that he's played. This kid is the new future of what MLB pitchers can be. And I was proud of this Phillies team. They dueled. They dueled for a while against them. Offensively, they haven't really been able to get the bats together. But as far as defensively, they dueled. And Sanchez had a great game, which we'll get to in a second. But I just think that all in all, this Phillies team really is in a dark, dark place right now. I mean, like we said, they've lost 9 of their last 10. They've got a Cubs team who last time they won 2 or 3 against. This time it's probably not going to be pretty. And they just, it's like Marsh gets a clean hit and we're celebrating about it. Like, that's not a good thing. Like, that's not something to be proud of. So I really think that this team needs to get it together and offensively at bats, figure out what do they need to do. Who's to blame for me? Going back to that, I would blame Kevin Long. I think that as a batting coach, you need to have this team prepared for when you're going up against a pitcher like this, because this is an opportunity for you as Kevin Long to keep your job too. And to say like, hey, I bring something to the table. I can get this team equipped for a pitcher like Paul Skenes. I have value. I'm the hitting coach, for God's sake. Like, I'm going to do this. And I just feel like as a whole, Kevin Long really isn't, there as a whole. Like, I don't hear about him a lot anymore. I know everybody said fire him throughout the season, but I just think that the Phillies, honestly, for me, it's Kevin Long is who I'm to blame. And I think that showed today, that showed throughout this series when the bats went cold. There really wasn't, there were a couple cool moments here and there. Schwarber had his 20th home run yesterday, but that's not going to cut it. Getting swept in this series against a team like the Pirates, who still has a lot of work to do to be where they want to be as a team, that's not a good thing. So we'll see what happens next. But moving on to our next topic, which is something a little bit more exciting. Sanchez balled out. I thought he had a lot of control of the ball today. He really put the ball where he wanted to, which was most of the game throughout the zone. And his fastball looked really good. His slider and his curve, or his changeup, his changeup looked really good. Just the way that he arcs that ball, puts it in the zone, he just looks more in control. And I think we're starting to hit a confidence level with Sanchez. Unfortunately, can't get the win today for the team, but I think the way he played was very solid. Fratty, we'll let you take it first, and then we'll go to KJ. What are you feeling about Cristopher Sanchez's growth this year?
Yeah, he's doing pretty much on the same sort of the same level as last year. It's just a shame today that his start got pretty much got wasted with Kerkering allowing that hit, and Cristopher Sánchez, as good as he looks, somehow getting a loss because of it. And he's really evolving into being a starter who has to imagine him that he could be at one of your 3 or 4 starters in the postseason if we make it. We got a long way off. It's starting to get tight, a very tight race right now. But he has to imagine him that he could be a starter ahead of the rotation, ahead of Nola, I meant to say, in the rotation, just because I do not trust Aaron Nola there right now with being his injury. And I honestly, I hate to say it, but I wouldn't even rush Aaron Nola back right now. I mean, but getting back to Sanchez, pretty much he did great today, and that's a lot to say about Cristopher Sánchez. We'll see what he does. I think the 14th of June, I think, would be his next start, depending on because we have a day off Thursday, so we'll see how he does in his next start. But yeah.
Yeah, Sanchez has been one of our, I guess you could say, bright points. He's been one of our great pitchers that we can really rely on. I mean, he's a total ace for us, and he pitches. I mean, as Dalt was saying as well, I mean, his slider is nasty. His curveball is great. So, I mean, he's got a lot to his arsenal that he can really showcase. So I think the good thing is that, I mean, like, even though it is a loss for him, He did look solid out there. And as Fred also said, it sucks because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Orion Kerkering has done this a bunch now. He's been, I mean, when he first came into the league, when he really came out from wherever it was in the minor leagues, I think he was maybe in Lehigh, I believe, but he came out from there and he was looking like an insane young talent. And it was crazy. I mean, just the speed he had on the ball, the pitches that he had. I'm not saying he sucks now, but it just seems like they keep on bringing him out. And I think it really shows that this team is really hurting from not having a closer like Alvarado, a guy who they really trusted in. And you're seeing they don't have a set closer. I mean, they really don't. So I've also been hearing there's a lot of rumors going around saying that the Phillies are ready to get in trade talks, especially when it's a trade deadline, which will be around July 30th, I believe. So, I mean, honestly, I expect them to honestly make some moves, especially if these games keep on ending like how they do. Then they are definitely going to be searching for a permanent closer, somebody that they can really rely on. Because right now, you got either Romano or you got Kerkering. They're coming out to do that. Or you even got Joe Ross. And honestly, all three of those guys are question marks. They definitely are. I mean, I've seen some games this season, and we've had some chances to win the games or just to close out the inning, and we don't. Right there where Kerkering gave up that run, that was costly, very costly. It cost them the game. It cost them it cost them the series. It really did. So it sucks to see them lose this game. It sucks to see Sanchez, what really was a great day, turn out to be a loss for him in the loss-win column for pitching. So it does suck for him. Definitely does.
Yeah, I'm with you on the closer. I know we were talking about Felix Bautista a couple days ago on the podcast from the Orioles. I think that he would be a great name. I'm looking at an article now of some other names that are out there. Aroldis Chapman, David Bednar from the Pirates is somebody who's being thrown out there. I just think that Bautista could be pretty good. He had a good year in 2023. He had the Tommy John surgery, but I think that he can bounce back. Also, Philadelphia isn't that far away, only up 95. Yeah. And the Phillies clearly need a closer. They need somebody that's an alpha that can really just go out there and kind of like Sanchez. Sanchez, the whole game is that alpha. He commands that box. You know, he puts the ball exactly where he wants to, and he's in control of the game. He was dueling with Paul Skenes, who's one of the best in the MLB for most of the game. Like, that just shows how in tune this guy is. But we need somebody that can come in the end of the game and orchestrate the same kind of success. I'm not saying it's an easy thing. It's one of the hardest things to do in any sport is to go out there and put the ball where you want it, especially going up against guys like Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper, when he'll be back hopefully on June 16th or, you know, whenever that 10-day IR ends. But the point is, I get it, but you also need to have somebody that I feel like is in control. Like, here's an Eagles reference, because I always make Eagles reference sitting in the green room for all my Philly fans. If you guys remember Sam Bradford, I just hated his posture. I hated the way he looked. He didn't look in command of the huddle. He was like
the sleeves.
Yeah, the sleeves.
I'll
he just
never
looked
forget
like
the sleeves.
A goober. He looked like a goofball. And I feel like this Phillies team has a lot of guys that are good, but they don't have anyone that's a closer. We obviously know, you know, the situation that's going on with the suspension from Alvarado, but we'll see, you know, what happens next for the Phillies, because they need to get somebody in there that can kind of, you know, Alvarado was having great success too before that suspension. They need someone that can come in there and have that same, you know, get on a roll, get going, and keep it going, because that's what's really going to make or break this team.
And it wasn't on purpose what Alvarado did. Obviously, he was trying to he was trying to take, obviously, steroids for weight loss. I mean, he was really trying to really lose some weight and really help his team best he could. And obviously, I mean, like, something happened where it was like he was taking the wrong things or something like that. I don't think it was intentional, but it definitely hurts this team. It definitely has. And we've kind of seen it. Even though this team was in first place recently, I still feel like this team is really feeling that void that has been empty. There's been some games where we definitely could have got right now. We could have been at 40 wins right now, but we're not. So it is what it is. But tomorrow is a must win. It definitely is.
Yeah, I mean, how are you feeling about it? Feel free to take it first. Wheel mound at home, important game.
Important game. As I was kind of stating before, the Cubs are a very good young team. They're a very good young team. I mean, they have some hitters on their team. So right now, Chicago, obviously, their other team over there, the White Sox, is not really doing so well. I mean, as usual. But they got the Cubs over there, and the Cubs are rocking and rolling over there at Wrigley Field. So they'll be coming here to Philly. We'll actually be going to Chicago in about a week. So that'll be, almost about a week. So that'll be cool. Me and Dalt and some other people. So I'll probably get to go see the Cubs play. But yeah, this Cubs team is really young, and they are going to put up a challenge for Zach Wheeler. He's really got to bring his best stuff. He's got to bring his best sliders. He's got to bring his best fastballs that he can bring, and just bring all the good stuff. That's what he's got to do. And maybe kind of stay off the TikTok a little bit, doing the dances with your wife a little bit. So maybe just focus on pitching. And I don't know if you guys have seen those videos, but yeah, he's doing TikTok now. So kind of taking a book out of Bryce Harper's book, I guess you could say, taking a page out of it. What do you think, Frat?
I don't know. I mean, we got the Cubs coming in here. The way this team has been playing lately, I do not expect a sweep, but I'm going to put a circle on it that the Phillies will take at least 2 or 3 against the Cubs. They have to at least win a series here to get back on track. I'm not expecting a sweep. I'm not and people out there, all you Phillies fans out there that not make excuses. All the Phillies fans out there that say that this team is no good, trade everybody. Do not expect a sweep, please, and do not freak out over one loss to the Cubs, because the Cubs are a very good baseball team. Yes. And so like I said, I think 2 or 3 is we need to win this series at least just to get back on track. And I'm not if we sweep, that's great, but I do, like I said, I do not expect a sweep. So
I get it, Frat. I mean, it's frustrating right now. It's this team. I think I saw a lot of people tweeting that the season's over as soon as Bryce Harper's injury happened. I'm not ready to say that yet. I think that's a little drastic and that's a little dramatic. Yeah, but I do get why people were upset, because this team was a lot inferior and we just got swept by them. Now we think we're going to go out here and be able to compete against one of the hottest teams in the MLB, like the Cubs. Going to be tough. I will say, if there's anyone that can do it, it might be Mr. TikTok himself, though. He really has been the most consistent guy on the mound for the Phillies over the past 2-3 years, you could argue, if not longer. So Zach Wheeler, man, I mean, whatever he wants to do to be in good spirits, to be in good vibes, I don't care. Like, he has the pass. He can do whatever he wants. He can make whatever TikTok dance he wants, as long as he stays good at baseball like he is. He really is kind of the orchestrator and puts this team in motion as far as pitching wise. So I think tomorrow's going to be really good to see. Okay, Wheeler's also a huge leader on this team, right? He can look around and read the room and see, okay, Harp's out. Schwarber isn't, he had a home run, but he's not really playing when it's important. Like, we need to really play in tune as a team. And I think that could all change. Cristopher Sánchez is a step in the right direction today. But if Wheeler goes out and has an insane game tomorrow and plays really good baseball at home, I think a home crowd could get this Phillies team fired up. And if they get a head start on the Cubs, I think that could be a great start to potentially winning the series against them. They are a great baseball team. We spend way too much on a payroll for them to be playing subpar baseball. They are a top 5 team. They need to start playing like it. And that's why it's time to get into our rant part of the show. Your guys' favorite, Fratty's Corner.
Yo, Fratty, give him the business. Only in South Philly. Only at Fratty's Corner. It's Fratty's Corner.
Give him the business.
We got a real dog on the show for you,
Yeah.
Frat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moose over there. He's over there somewhere.
How are you
28.
feeling about this team, though, Fratty? Let them have it.
I'm not feeling too good right now. I'll tell you this. They want to win the World Series. They can't be playing like this against bad teams. A bad team like the Pittsburgh Pirates and a mediocre to average team in the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, think about it. We got a kind of sort of tough schedule coming up in the next month. So think of the bigger picture like this. We're coming home. We play the Cubs. We mentioned this a lot. Then we got to play Toronto, who just beat up on us in those last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have such a weird schedule. We go to Miami for 4, and then we come back home. I don't know who makes these schedules. What's the sense of going on the road for 4 games, and sitting on a plane to Miami and playing a 4-game series just to come back home and play the Mets? I mean, you would think we'd just make a 10-game homestand out of it because we haven't had a 10-game. We don't have a 10-game homestand at all this season, and I don't know what the sense was in that. I mean, I think they're trying to make the Phillies like the Eagles when it comes to the schedule, not rewarding us a 10-game homestand at all this season. Which that's the first to me. Overall. We got to start getting our act together because think about it this way. Before we hit the second half of the year, play the Padres 6 times. We play the Giants 3 times. Both of those teams right there, both of them, are in the battle with us, a tight battle. I think they're closing in on us more. I have to check the standings when I get off. Those are going to be really big series. And this is why the Phillies have to play good baseball before we reach those 2 series coming up in July, right before the 4th of July, sandwiched in with the Reds. So if you think about it, Dalton and KJ, we've got to start playing better ball because those series right there, I think those games right there, I mean, every game's big. Every game, I'd say, from now until that series is very big because I mean, even if you exclude the Marlins series, right before the Mets, that's big. But we even play Atlanta coming up, who we are okay against in the end of the month. So it's really big. And then you got to think about it this before I close off. The Cardinals have the head tiebreaker against us too. You end in a tie. If you play like this and we somehow end in a tie, granted towards the end, we don't make the playoffs because of that. Because of the games, that stupid game we lost to against them 14-7 with Aaron Nola pitching when they knew he was probably injured. So
we lost by a touchdown, Freddie, to a team who doesn't even have an NFL team anymore. The Rams are in LA now, and we lost to a city that doesn't have them anymore. I'm sorry.
So you're good. What's your rant on it, KJ? What's your take on it?
Oh man. Yeah, I mean it's been disgraceful. It definitely has. And this team has definitely taken a toll. As we were saying before, I mean, just losing the players. I mean, like a lot of the headlines that have been happening with this team. I mean, just losing Harper, losing Alvarado. There's been some hits. It doesn't mean we can get right back up and keep on fighting. I mean, we definitely can, but this team has got to show some kind of light. And I think it really has to start with the guys that you are paying so much money. And I got to go on a little bit of a rant about this. Trey Turner, man, what is wrong with this dude? He's swinging like he has a tennis racket. Like we're playing in gym class. We're playing tennis racket baseball. No, there's not a tennis racket on there, Trey. Sorry, it's a bat, a wooden bat. So there is no mesh, no nothing like that looks like a tennis racket. So what are you swinging at? And also, why do you smother butter on your freaking glove? Why? That's what it seems like when I see you at shortstop. It seems like you went right before the game and you got a big wad of butter and just smothered it all over your glove where it makes you drop the ball and you can't locate the ball anywhere. So it sucks because we are paying this guy for so much. I forget how much it is, but it's a crazy number, and we still have him for a good amount of time. I mean, we got him for still like 10 more years. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. Usually a guy who's getting paid the amount that he's getting paid, the time that he is here for, usually you're able to really contribute to this team. But he's not. He definitely is not. And we need to see him step the freak up, because people like me, and I know I'm not the only one, but we are getting tired of this. We are getting tired of seeing Trey Turner swing at horrible pitches from in the ground. I mean, they are just ground balls, honestly. He is swinging at everything, left and right. He is just swinging and swinging and swinging until he hits one, which he's not. That's what I got to say about him.
Yeah, I mean, we're heading into the Cup Series. I mean, think about it. After all that happened today, all that went down from earlier today, guys, and Dalton mentioned it earlier in the show about Chard and all. Just think about it. We turn the page, guys, tomorrow. 6:45. It gets the Cubs. I think Dalton's still going to be there tomorrow. I think you can find Dalton tomorrow somewhere in CBP.
Yes, I will be
Yeah,
there.
he will be
tomorrow.
there.
I'll be there actually with my girlfriend's dad, Jeff. So stay tuned for that. Jeff's awesome. He
Shout out
actually
to
won
Jeff.
the tickets from our Eagles Autism Foundation fundraiser. So shout out to Mr. Donardo for donating those tickets consecutive years now. And apparently they're really good seats. So I'm excited to see the game tomorrow, go with Jeff, and hopefully I'll turn the corner there for you, Frat.
Hopefully, and I don't. Like I said, I know we're almost hitting the 40-minute mark now, but that's all I have to say for today. So, yeah.
Fred, I will ask you one more question. Is tomorrow to make sure we get a dub, to make sure we get an automatic win? Does this mean that Dalton has to stay all 9 innings of the game to make sure that we can secure a win? And now he's left.
Maybe he will stay all 9 innings tomorrow, but I think if I asked Meta AI that question, they would say it depends how the Phillies do. Depends how the Phillies do.
Yeah.
If the Phillies are down by 10 runs, Dalton can go back to his house with the dog in Delaware.
I like that answer, Fratty. I would say Meta AI is right. Meta AI, that's scary because Meta AI is right. If the Phillies are playing a close game, I'll stick around. If they're whooping ass or getting ass whooped, chances are I might leave a little bit early. But I'm just hoping that they play good baseball tomorrow. Whether it's a close game or whether they whoop ass, I really think that this team needs a win. This city needs a win. These fans need a win. Us mentally, we need a win. Not only do we pray for the Philadelphia Phillies, but I lift you up. We hope for the best. Please, Philadelphia Phillies, please get your stuff together. That's all we got for you guys today. My name's Dalton. I'm joined by KJ McCoy. Give the bell ring for good luck, would you? There it is. But that's all we got for you guys today. I'm Dalton. That's Fratty. That's KJ. If you guys haven't, please be sure to subscribe. Those little things really help us grow the channel a ton. That's what we're all trying to do. And just one more time before we wrap up, I want to thank Chaos Chris and Shardy for everything they did. This show, as you guys can see, like all these that we do on the show, this takes a ton of work. Getting everybody together and organized, that takes a ton of work. So I want to thank Shardy for leading the pack for so long on that. And I want to thank Chaos Chris as well for being a part of it. And they both did it for a great attitude. Unfortunately, like I said, they both just got busy. Life happened. So for now, KJ and I will be taking the reins. And on behalf of KJ, Fratty, and I, we want to give one last thank you to Nick's Pizza for sponsoring the show today. If you guys haven't, please check them out in North Wilmington. Their pizza is amazing. That's all we got. Hope everybody has a great night. Go Phillies. Hopefully we'll have a better result tomorrow.
The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's going, and it is gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
I can't hear you.
Podcast right here.